What's good, people? So today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the importance of protecting your peace and the power of energy. I'm just going to jump right in, go over a couple things real quick. So, how do you protect your peace? It's easy, it's simple. You protect your peace by going to where you're valued and appreciated and no longer subjecting yourself to situations that cause confusion in your life, frustration, cause you to be upset, pissed off, all of the above. Leave those situations behind. And also make it a point to take accountability for what you have allowed to go on in your space. All right? Because at the end of the day, I cannot be mad if I allow someone to do something to me over and over and over again. I have to take accountability for that. Because nobody can do anything to me without my consent. Nobody can do anything to you without your consent. Maybe the first time it caught you off guard. But if it's a recurring theme of the same negative emotions and feelings and outcomes, you got to take accountability for that. You can't continue to point the finger at your manager, your coworker, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your sister, your aunt. You can't. It's your fault. You're responsible. So think about that. Let's take accountability and create a barrier between those things and ourselves and our peace of mind. Next thing, one of the laws of thermodynamics is that energy is neither created or destroyed, but it's simply transferred or changed from one form to the next. So what does that mean? What does that have to do with this? It has everything to do with this. If I surround myself with positive people, if you surround yourself with positive people, if throughout the day you're feeding your spirit with positivity, you are listening to positive messages, you are interacting with people who have a positive, upbeat attitude and who have nothing but nice, uplifting things to say, that's going to rub off on you because positivity is contagious. It's energy. You feel me? It transfers. You feel that. You're going to start to produce positive thoughts. You're going to pick up something positive that took place in those interactions. And it's going to come out of you because that's what you're allowing in. Same way, negativity has the same impact. If you're constantly feeding your spirit with negativity, you're talking on the phone about this person, that person, and the other, talking about everybody's business, gossiping, you're in these negative situations, negative relationships, you're just around, the company you keep is negative, and the things you're doing is feeding your spirit with more negativity. 9 times out of 10, that's what you're going to produce because that's what you're putting in. You feel me? So if that's you probably have toxic characteristics. You probably have pessimistic thoughts and a pessimistic mindset. You have a hard time seeing the bright side of things because all you do is feed into the negative. All you do is surround yourself with negative people, and it's energy. It's contagious. It transfers. It's real. Okay? It's real. All right? And I told you guys before a few weeks ago in a video about how seriously I take my peace of mind. I built Fort Knox around my peace. It doesn't take a lot for me to learn a lesson. Okay? I've been in situations, I've been in positions and predicaments that have cost me my peace. And I remember in those situations, I'm thinking, man, this sucks. This feels awful. I don't ever want to feel like this again. Once I get out of this, I'm never going back. Like, I remember being in those situations and remembering how peaceful my life was before I got into the situation. Because as humans, it's hard for us to learn until we encounter a situation. It's hard for us to appreciate certain things like our peace of mind until we no longer have it, until we're in a situation that has cost us or jeopardized our peace. You feel me? So again, back to what I was saying, my peace, I take it seriously. And like I was saying a few weeks ago, nobody is exempt when it comes to how I move, me being my authentic, organic self and the best version of that, and being able to sleep and lay down with myself at night in peace. Nobody is worth that. Nobody and nothing is worth that. All right. So I'm going to give you an example, like just to show you how seriously I take it. All right. So there was this girl that I worked with, and a couple years ago when I first started, like, you know, we were cool. I mean, I'm cool with most people, but, you know, we would talk. You know, one day she want to laugh and joke and small talk. And the next day she would come to work like somebody smacked her in the face and call her a stupid hoe. It's like she would go from one extreme to the next, back and forth, back and forth. And the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things, with me being from the South and being the Southern belle that I am, my mom and my grandma, they raised me to, when I walk into a room and there are other people in there, I am to open my mouth and greet those people. If I walk into a space and there are people who were there before me, I should acknowledge their presence and say hello to them. That's just how I was brought up. It's always stuck with me, and I teach my son the same way. If you don't do nothing but wave your hand, you're going to acknowledge people because it's disrespectful. And so, anyway, the girl, she would come to work some days and not say anything. And I'm like, well, shit, what am I, a ghost? Like, you don't see me? It'd be like, you know, she's in a bad mood. She's in a funk. And it's like, I understand we all have bad moments. We all have bad days. But I'm expecting some level of consistency from an adult, okay? I'm expecting for you to be the same at least 90% of the time. Give me 90. Hell, give me 85. All right? But I noticed that she just was not capable of that consistency. And to me, consistency is golden. All right? And so what did I do? I removed her from all of my social media, because if we're not social in real life, we're not going to be clicking each other's, liking each other's pictures on social media either. We either cool or we ain't. We either socially involved or we're not. All right? Is it extreme? Maybe. But at the end of the day, it's what it took, because she was upsetting me. She was throwing off my mood. She was pissing me off because of her energy every day. And I got to sit there with you for 8 hours, with you acting disgruntled some days. And then the next day you want to come and talk to me like nothing ever happened. So, yeah, I removed her from my social media. And I don't speak to her unless there are no other alternatives in terms of work. Like, if it's not pertaining to work and what we do for a living to get our checks, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to opt out, because I tried that before and the outcome was not desirable for me. So I'm good. Am I upset? Am I angry? No. I don't dislike anybody. I wish everybody well. I want to see everybody flourish. But there are just some characteristics that people have that I choose not to subject myself to. You feel me? Also, you know, there are just people in my world, in life, over time, that I have had to do certain things or put certain boundaries in place for my own protection and for my own peace of mind, because it was certain people who had the power to throw me off or to cause me to not be or think like the best version of myself that I know I am. Also, so the situations with the people who cause me, throw me off and all that stuff, I have a friend and a confidant. Shout out to Rhonda. She's usually the person I go to outside of my husband when I need unbiased opinion or feedback about a situation. And so she told me a couple months ago, I think it was it was toward the end of 2018, me and her were talking about some people in my world who, they do that thing I was just talking about. And she was like, look, go ahead and get all of this out of your system, because come 2019, we not giving Joe, Jane, and Bill our energy. We're not going to talk about them. We're not going to bring them up. We're not going to give energy to those situations and to those people. We're just going to allow them to be who they are and move forward. And that was some of the best advice she could have given me. That's some of the best advice I could have received, because talking about it, energy, you feel me? Don't talk about it. People are going to be who they are. Allow them to be that. That has nothing. You have no control over what another human being does or what choices they make. You can only hope to influence it in some way by saying something about it. But if you've said something and you know you've done all there is to be done, what else are you going to do? You're going to keep talking about it? Stop giving your energy to it. It's pointless. Put it into something that matters, something positive. But that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.